So it's 8:05. I logged in at 8, but running a little bit late. This is rush hour traffic. But to be honest, I haven't commuted for so long that don't know if this is normal. I suspect it's not. But there definitely are still commuters. I'm a little bit disappointed because yesterday, when I checked, the demand was normal for this time. Although when I logged in at 8, it was at low and it hasn't budged. So I thought, I know. When I saw it yesterday, I thought, I know, I'll come in early tomorrow. See if I can get some orders before lunchtime even starts. But evidently, that ain't going to happen. Unless something changes. So, I finished on 80 yesterday. So today, my new target is 120. Yeah. What can I say? So I just went over one of the... There's only 2 bridges in Reading to get over the Thames. Car bridges, that is. And traffic's pretty flowing, isn't it? There doesn't seem to be any jams. So people are definitely working from home. I heard that the University of Reading are cancelling lectures. I don't think that they're going to be sending students home anytime soon. Must get past all cyclists. Oh, I could really do with a coffee. So, just had a coffee and prep waiting for orders, and as I was leaving, I accidentally sneezed, and I'm pretty not sure I'm not sick. But anyway, I just come to unlock my bike and just rest against the post, and then all of a sudden, one of the little prep people come out, spray the door, wipe the door, inside out handle. I found that quite amusing. I suppose it's good that they're doing that, but it was just an accidental sneeze. It wasn't a corona sneeze. So it's now 10:30, and I just got my first order. I'll reiterate that I did have an order which I rejected, which was in Woodley. It said on Google Maps it was a 13-minute drive, and I think it's 22-minute ride or something like that. Along a lot of dangerous roads during commuter time. Okay, it might have been a quiet commuter day, because of the virus, but I remained hopeful that I would get something else, and I didn't. Also, it would have used up a considerable amount of battery for, not a lot of money. So I rejected that one 3 times. Obviously, either nobody else was working, or nobody else wanted to do it, one or the other. But I have no problem rejecting that. That was, I wouldn't say a different town, obviously, but I don't know if Woodley is even in Reading. Anyway, doesn't matter, it's done now. I'm going up to the university. So again, students, no surprises there. I know that Reading University is cancelled classes. I don't know when that's from. That could have been from now. But I'm guessing the students aren't going to go home. I mean, they paid for their dorms, so unless they get ordered to, they're not going to. They probably just want to stay and use the time to drink and stuff. So, good for us, I suppose. Dear customers, we will be closed today just for breakfast. Sorry for any inconvenience caused. Thank you for your support. I wonder if that means... Let's investigate. Nope, that's definitely locked. You gotta be kidding me. First bloody order and... Right, I'm gonna call them. I don't know if they're having a staff meeting or what, but there's people in there.
Morning.
Hi.
Check this notice out. Okay.
It's ringing. Is anyone going to pick up? Yeah. No. Somebody just hung up. Okay, let's call Deliveroo then. We've got another problem with calling Deliveroo, and that is that that didn't even connect. Their office in... here we go.
You ready?
Oh, sweet.
Thank you. We just closed today because we're cooking new menu.
All right.
That's why we're opening at 12.
Gotcha. Cool.
So, thank you for waiting.
Cheers. So not Corona related. But something interesting happened there. I tried to call Deliveroo and the call just got cut off. So let me try that again. Rider support. That's interesting. The rider support number just doesn't work. Right. I think that GPS marker's in the wrong place. Yeah, I'm almost certain of it. Right, let's just go to where I think it is instead of where the GPS says. I'm really concerned. Well, that might be an overstatement. I'm really interested about the fact that the rider support number just goes dead, because the Philippines, where the Deliveroo call centre is being largely affected by the coronavirus. I know that the Philippines have locked down large parts of the country. Deliveroo put up a message yesterday to say that their rider support was being affected and not to call unless it was absolutely necessary. I mean, who calls unless it's necessary? But should I have gone this way? But the number just didn't connect to anything. It just went dead. So I'm going to do a little bit of research onto that. Oh, thank God the sun's come out again. I was freezing my ass off. Right. Hi Ben.
Yeah, you're right.
I heard Run University have stopped lectures.
Yeah, they have. Everyone's working from home now.
Oh, cool. Students, are they nervous about what's going on?
They're nervous, but I think it's the virus. It's only affecting people with current comorbidities.
Yeah.
They're elderly, so it's no one's really worried.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Enjoy the food. Have a good day. No surprises there. So, 9, 10, 2 hours and 45 minutes work, £4.97. Well, I'd say work. Do you class waiting as work? I'm not entirely sure about that. I'm not asleep, so for me that is work. Sleep being a pertinent issue, as I only had 6 hours sleep last night. And I'm more of an 8 hours a night type of guy. I do like my bed. Oh, beautiful sunshine. This is one of those rare moments where all of the crap kind of just fades away and you're riding in the sun, cruising down a hill, and it's nice. Gotta enjoy the little things. Right, it's 8 minutes past 11. So it's the beginning of the lunch. I've done one order in, what's that, 8, 9 to 3 hours. Itsu has one customer buying something, and there's 2 people sat upstairs. Let's just do a little tour of the area just to see how things are. The high street's, still pretty busy. The people have got to be going somewhere. Something I did notice about yesterday is that the coffee shops didn't really seem to be that affected. They all seem to be busy. I don't know why. It could be because caffeine's a drug and everybody needs it. So we've got a popular coffee shop coming up on the right, Pret. Everybody loves Pret for their sandwiches and cheap coffee, even though they did put their prices up in the new year, which kind of pissed me off. What do we got in Pret? Pret is always busy. We got one table, 2 tables. 2 tables in Pret. 2 tables in Pret. Okay, that's a surprise. Cafe Nero down here, another one which is always busy. What do we got? 1, 2, 3 tables. That's a surprise as well. KFC, we got 1, 2 tables. Looks like there was somebody waiting for food as well. Chopsticks, not that busy. No one in Chopsticks. Where else should we go? Let's go to Taco Bell. Let's go and see what Taco Bell's doing. Yesterday I was quite surprised that when I arrived there were quite a few people in there, although they seemed to dissipate by the time I got my order, or rather didn't get my order. I think that was the one I rejected. What do we got? Taco Bell. 1 person ordering. Okay, 1 person ordering on 1 table. There's not really much point in going to Subway. I think it's only a matter of time before Subway goes bankrupt. It always seems to be empty. And, oh no, there's Broad Street Mall staff. There's no, oh no, there is a customer. They do have 1 customer. Where else can we go? Creams is not really a lunchtime thing. No surprises, they don't have any customers. Let's go to Burger King. Interesting. Before I go to Burger King, I mean, Greggs, it's not a company that I particularly support, but they are basically British heritage. Greggs has got 1 customer. Oh, 2. Somebody just walked in. That is quite a small Greggs. We shall go and find another one if I have time. Oh, there was 2 tables hiding in Cafe Nero, so I think it was 3 tables actually. My mistake. Burger King, looks like they've got 2 tables. 1 person ordering food. Should we even go to the Oracle? Yeah, why not? There's nothing really down here on Deliveroo. Zero degrees is, but I haven't been to 0 degrees for, well, this year. And yeah, no surprising that 0 degrees is empty. I don't even know if it was open, to be honest. The coffee shop outside the already cancelled. No customers. Ooh, they've got notices. Should we go and see what the notices say? That would be interesting. Thank you. Completely unnecessary, but thank you. Should we see what the... That could be a good reason why the coffee shop would be empty if the council's closed. They've got a security guard, and I work for the Reading Borough Council, and I don't really rate their security, so it'd be quite interesting to see this little... the Reading Borough Council is closed. Following the latest government advice, including social distance measures, the council has taken the decision to close the following building to the public effective Tuesday the 17th. What's the date today? I think it is Tuesday the 17th. So libraries, town hall, leisure centres, museums, arts and theatres, civic office. The council will continue to run essential frontline services. That's interesting. Let's take a little photo of that. Oh no, that's video. There are still staff in there, but they don't want the public in there. And the people aren't happy, no surprising. No surprises. Then again, making no judgments about the people that typically frequent local councils. Yeah, let's move on quickly. Right, the Oracle. What would be interesting? I mean, technically I'm not allowed to film in the Oracle. Did you just really beep at me, muppet? But I don't think they're going to care if we just ride through. But it's worth noting that, again, I'm logged in. It's almost lunchtime. You would almost always expect to be getting orders now. Right, Wagamama. Empty, 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 empty. Can't see a single person in Wagamama. ZZ's. Empty, 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 empty. Can't really see that well because there's the light on the window. Ooh, what's this? Corona precautions?
Eh?
Corona precautions?
No.
Weeds?
No.
All right. Los Iguanas. Empty. Pizza Hut. One table? I don't know how well you can see because of the light reflecting off of the glass. Nando's, they got one table. Starbucks, this is a good one. Starbucks, everyone loves their American coffee. It's got reflective glass, but I can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that's quiet for Starbucks, but there's still people getting their caffeine fix. These are some of the fancier restaurants, Miller and Carter and Brown, so wouldn't be surprised if they were completely empty. Again, it's not lunchtime yet, it's just the beginning of lunchtime. So Miller and Carter looked empty from where I was riding. Brown's, I can't see anyone. Brown's looks empty. TGI Fridays, another busy restaurant. Empty. Coates Brasserie. Looks like they got one table in Coates Brasserie. Oh, 2 tables. Forgive me. Where else can we go? Let's go and check on. Let's go and check on Faux. Faux is always busy. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie. Okay, Patisserie Valerie. Yeah, they got one table in there, maybe more. Costa, I would say that's quiet for this time of day, but there are still people in there. Hey, you alright? Had any orders yet? Fair enough. Right, so, what do we got? Really difficult to see in that glass, but I can tell you that Faux looks, yeah, completely empty. The big Starbucks up here is, yeah, I mean, that one's always hammered. It's always full. It's difficult to get a table in the Starbucks. But there's still people in there getting their caffeine hit, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tables. So oh, there's another Greggs up here. Let's check this Greggs. Okay, this Greggs is okay. They got like 6 people in Greggs, but I mean, like I say, you can almost guarantee that the market's not going to be here this Friday. Like I say, I mean, it's not quite lunchtime, but you would expect. And normally people get out early for lunch. Reading's a big, not quite a city, but it's a big place. Prep over there. There's a few people inside, a few people outside. Maybe they got like 6 tables. Ben's Cookies is closed. The other day someone said to me that customers were allowed in Ben's Cookies, but Deliveroo staff weren't. Oh, it's just back in 5 minutes. Maybe it's not closed. Be interesting. You know, I suppose I would surmise that although it's different, it's weird, it's quiet, it's not dead, you know. If this was a apocalypse, then yeah, we're not really there yet. We still got a long way to go before people start eating each other.
Uber pays so shit. They give me 330 for a university from the retail part.
Yeah, Uber are as well, man. Deliveroo are as well.
Deliveroo is dead as well, eh?
Yeah, and they're low fees.
How many orders have you had with Uber?
Una.
Just one. What was I going to say? Uber's not closing. It's green light is like their support centres, so it's not closing. Don't worry about that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why it says that on the app, but I asked people online and they were like, no, it's definitely not closing.
Yeah, someone told me they lied.
Who? Me?
No, I'm not saying to you. It's not important who it was.
Was it me? Oh, okay, who was it?
But technically it wasn't a lie because what they told me they believed to be true. So it's
Yeah.
not a lie.
So they will close Deliveroo as well?
No one's closing. No one's
They
closing.
will just close restaurants. Like,
Well, I don't even think that. Put it this way, right? If there's money to be made, then they're going to stay open. It's
Yeah,
only if the government says that they've got to close that they
but
would.
they will not have the fucking food, you know, chicken
Co-op.
that are coming from extern because nothing is going in the country, nothing going outside.
Well, people have got to eat, so they'll find a way.
Have you seen the prices on co-op through Deliveroo?
No.
They're like extortionately high.
Yeah.
And they're not going to drop those for coronavirus, are they? They're not going to.
Man, I was in co-op.
I made it so much
You
money.
don't find tissues anymore.
Really?
I'm not speaking about fucking toilet paper. I'm speaking about
All
tissues.
tissues, yeah. Go to McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly.
Or-
And KFC.
What? Don't nickel their tissues. Oh, what you got?
Nu veniți. Nu de aici. Eu venim noi cafeaua. Stau de vreo 10-15 minute.
I had to buy this because I couldn't buy toilet roll, so I was wiping my ass with Kleenex.
Yesterday you had a 4-pack.
Yeah, this was before I managed to buy toilet roll.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I put on Facebook, I said, like, due to coronavirus, I'm being forced to wipe my ass with luxury.
Actually, I remember that. I do
In
remember
luxury,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Did you get an order?
Don't know.
Piri.
Deliveroo? Oh, it could have been Uber, yeah.
I know. Now it's working. One of these cables he broke.
So you just taped it up?
No, I cut all this piece of metal this morning, and I took out the cable and I tried to wire them again.
Ah.
But it's too short, so I cannot get there. And you see, the rest of the cables they stay out, and I cannot screw this shit again. But it's not the wheel is not jumping out because I have this stuff here. And I just had a crash yesterday, and I broke the acceleration.
You got an order?
Yeah. And I cannot leave it. I broke the acceleration.
Oh,
It's
man,
only-
you need to replace that. So, it's now 10 to 12. I'm doing my second order of the day. I mean, I always say with Deliveroo you've got to take the rough with the smooth, but this is getting soul destroying. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. If I knew it was going to be like this when I got back to the UK. It's just dire. Let's go and see what German doner kebab's like. Oh, that's not ideal for them. Three tables. Oh, sometimes it amazes me the sheer level of disrespect. I don't know if people, I think most restaurants think that we're paid per hour and we aren't self-employed. There was 4 staff in there doing absolutely nothing. And I arrive, and shortly after I arrive, they start doing my order. I mean, what's that about? Maybe I'm being a little bit touchy just because of how dead it is, but German doner kebab, they really do my head in. The amount of times I've arrived there and they continue serving customers and not put the order through their system, so the kitchen won't even know about it, and then it gets put to the back of the queue. Their basic attitude is deal with the people that are here, because if the food's late for Deliveroo, it's Deliveroo that looks bad, it's not us that looks bad. And of course, we're an agent of the system, so they're not just wasting the customer's time, they're also wasting our time, and we're paid per drop. So yeah, anyway, let's be positive maybe. Yeah, I mean, I suppose there's no surprises that restaurants, coffee shops, etc. will be quieter after the government's message yesterday. There's absolutely no surprises about that. The only surprise is the fact that it's also affecting Deliveroo. That old lady's like, fuck you, government warning. I gotta go out in my mobility scooter, whatever. I suppose it's an interesting point about government warnings and should we be doing it because we're told to. Personally, I rarely do what I'm told to, but in this case, is it affecting other people? Like if that old woman gets it from being outside and she dies, I mean, is that just her problem? I was speaking to somebody earlier today who was saying the old people should stay home because they get sick, they take up a bed in a hospital needlessly when that's not fair. So I don't know how I feel about it. Fuck. Hi.
Hello, mate.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the food. Have a good day.
That's a nice camera you got there.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Scary thought that maybe that wasn't the right guy, but it was. So now it's 12 o'clock. Let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 riders, 6 including me. Seven, sorry, my mistake. I really don't understand what all these people are doing. Like, the restaurants are quiet, but there was a sign in Waterstones to say that they were only accepting card payments because they didn't want to make contact with anyone. What is that Muppet doing? Oh, well, I would follow Todd, but I just got another order. I think my plan of action today is to plant myself outside Kokoro. This seems to be probably the best thing for me to do. Well, look, 12, oh my god. If there has ever been a ringing endorsement of people listening to the government, and that is going to be the fact that Kokoro, the massively busy place, at 12 o'clock is empty. That's alarming. Hi, it's empty. I can't believe it.
2 minutes, yeah?
Sure. Hi. I've never seen this place empty at 12 o'clock. Do you have less staff working today? Do you have less staff working today? Just normal?
But this week, a lot of new people going back to it.
Ah, so you're not like having less staff because of less customers? You're still business.
Because of the virus.
Ah, okay, so it's not because you don't want less staff. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I suppose even if there's no customers, there's still Deliveroo. That's good. It's good. It means you have less contact with customers, but you're still busy.
Yeah.
Because I know how much you like contact. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That's what I got.
Yeah, I see this. Where did you get it from? That was kind of them. A what?
Dr. Todd.
I did see you taking a selfie going down Queen Victoria Street.
Yeah, man, I just posted to Facebook saying I think I'd make a sexy doctor.
Okay. Have you got another order yet?
No.
Oh.
Doesn't matter though, Craig, because I'm too busy out here feeling myself today. Not touching myself, feeling myself.
Right. Okay. I've got another order.
You've got another order?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, because I was in the right place at the right time, I guess.
I can't wear this mask, it's drying out my lips.
I've got some lint balm, but I'm not entirely sure about sharing.
No, I'm not worried about giving people coronavirus. Surely you can get me.
Yeah, I would let him use my lip balm if he really wanted it. Wouldn't say no to my BBF. Or is it BFF? I don't know. First house on the Grove, left off. Okay. No problem.
Hi.
Hi, is it coming through the window?
Yes, it is.
Is this concerns about the coronavirus?
Oh no, it's you.
Oh, I was going to try and avoid touching the handle, but there you go.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the food. Have a good day. Love it. I'm like, you want me to try and not touch the handle? And she's like, nah, I'm just lazy. So, do a little update on how busy restaurants are. Oh, I really don't want to go to Nando's. I'm hardly going to say no, though. What's going on now? Somebody jumped in the river again. Okay, we've got Nando's. I suppose I don't want to be stuck in there for a long time, but it would be good to see how busy it is, I suppose. How many you done?
2.
Oh, looks like it's quite a large order. Mildly annoying. Here's where the cars tend to park when they collect from the Oracle. There's like normally a row of cars here. Oh, here's one now. Right. Let's go in and find out. Okay, so the estimated time of preparation is 12:20. Must be quiet. It's tidy in here. Oh yeah. 4086.
5-10 minutes.
Ooh. Do I want to wait here for 10 minutes? Lovely and busy. Let's gamble. I'm here now, I may as well wait. So the customer has asked for the food to be left outside the front door, and I can leave. And I'm just going to hang about just to confirm that they've received it, because that's what Deliveroo said to do. I'm not going to mark it complete until it's gone. Thank you. I mean, I'm happy to, as long as it's not ridiculous. I'm always happy to do what the customer asks to do, even if I don't necessarily think it serves any purpose. Like, I mean, I've touched that bag. I don't really know what he's expecting. But I mean, I think one thing which quite a lot of people that do Deliveroo forget is a part of what we do. There's an element of customer service involved. I think quite a lot of people just kind of get to there, chuck the food at them, stuff the food in the bag when they get it, and really have very little concern for providing a service. And when I mean, I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet, it's just my force. I like to be relatively professional when dealing with other people's food. Like, I try and keep the food upright and deliver it in the best way I can. I try to speak to the customers respectfully, do what they ask to do. Yeah, maybe that's just the way I am. But it's 12:50 now. The demand has gone down to low. I suppose that's not unheard of at lunchtime. A little bit surprising. So I'm going to go back and sit outside Kokoro just because they're popular. What do we got? King's Grill, one person. I'll see if I can find some other restaurants on the way. I read quite an alarming news article briefly that said about service outages for all of the main mobile phone providers. Now that, for me, is more concerning than the coronavirus. In relation to Deliveroo, because no service, you can't work. That's one thing that we do depend on, apart from our bikes, motorbikes and cars. It's your mobile phone. So that's why pretty much all Deliveroo people carry a power bank. But the networks are something that we can't control. I mean, if you got a dodgy phone, you buy a new phone, but your network goes, what are you supposed to do? all you can do is hope that it's only for a short period of time. Yeah, Itsu's pretty dead. I forgot to look at restaurants. Let's see how Kokoro is. It was a little bit busy the last time I went in there, wasn't it? I mean, it wasn't particularly busy. Now it's empty. There's like 4 people waiting, and that's it. So, is it St. Patrick's Day? Be interesting to come back later and see how busy St. Patrick's Day is. I don't think it's going to be busy. You never know. Oh, I'm tired. So I just went home to get a new battery. I had to upload some footage. So now it's 2:45 and I'm still on £19. And okay, I was at home for half an hour. Kind of sucks. Let's see what the restaurants are doing. Kokoro has 2 people. 1 person eating, 1 person ordering. Itsu has 1 person? I think I might get a coffee. How's it going?
It kind of still feels like the same.
Same as what?
It's a slight dip.
Same as what? A normal day?
Yeah. I mean,
Really?
in terms of orders, isn't it?
Well, how much have you done?
I mean, this is gonna make 30 quid
Since when?
since 12.
You've been lucky.
Yeah. I mean,
But you've got an e-bike account, haven't you?
yeah.
I think that's the difference. I've been,
You got a normal bank account.
yeah, and I've been logged in since 8 o'clock, and I went home for about 45 minutes just now to change my battery and have a
Yeah.
sandwich, and I'm on £19.
19 since 8.
And I rejected 1 order because it was in Woodley.
Yeah, and you did obviously. Yeah. I feel all that's gonna change come end of the week. I've been hearing the lockdown is gonna be from Friday.
Yeah, I think people are going to get bored of not having Deliveroo, and then it will come back. And also, you're going to have people self-isolating as well.
No, the problem is when the lockdown happens, all the restaurants gonna be closed, isn't it? So it's,
I don't think they will be. I think the restaurants are only going to close if the government orders it,
yeah.
and I don't think that's going to happen.
You don't think the government gonna order restaurants to be closed? Because they want to ban public gatherings.
Yeah,
That
that's
include-
fine, but restaurants can still say, okay, put it this way, right? If places like Peri Peri or Kokoro have the option of either closing and just having home deliveries or closing completely, what do you reckon they're going to pick?
Home delivery.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People are going to go, oh, well, we still need to pay our staff,
Yeah,
so let's try and get by however we can,
yeah, yeah.
which is
I-
good
I
for
would-
us.
I would still prefer that. I would
Yeah.
prefer that 'cause
Well, of
it'll
course we
keep us-
would.
Yeah, obviously. That's what I was thinking, innit?
Yeah.
But I'm thinking if they take the measures that he has done, which is close everything and just
Yeah.
have supermarkets open and pharmacies, then we're fucked, innit?
Yeah. But, I mean, I think places like places like...
It'll only be fair if the restaurants at least remain open. Okay,
Yeah.
close the bars, close the cinemas, close
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
gyms. you know?
I mean, places like, for instance, TGI Fridays or Miller and Carter, they might just completely be closed because they don't do that many home deliveries.
Yeah. But the more popular ones,
Yeah,
Nando's,
you know, like-
Mama,
I mean, even things like Pret, because have you noticed that all 3 Prets are on Deliveroo
Yeah,
now?
yeah.
I reckon there's a reason for that.
And well, would you say like Burger King?
I mean, yeah, it's possible. Quite a lot of people order Burger King.
Yeah.
Because companies, if they had the option of just paying people for doing nothing or paying people to come into work, I think they would do that.
I mean, obviously, it'll keep the chefs employed.
Yeah.
and a few waiters just to bag up the food and stuff like that. So you'd still keep some of your employees and still keep money coming in.
I really don't. I think if Boris Johnson wanted to lock the UK down, he would have done it by now.
But they're saying it hasn't happened yet because there hasn't been that much cases compared to Italy. There hasn't been that much deaths. So they're waiting for the count to go up, apparently.
But well, maybe. But I think as soon as they close the schools, it's going to destroy the economy.
Yeah. You think that'll happen?
Yeah, and I think an example of that's going to be the America, because they've closed schools. I think.
They have?
I think so. There's no gatherings over 50 people. I'm pretty sure. Let me check.
Yeah.
But
I know in Scotland it started no gatherings of over 500, and they've closed the schools in Scotland. But I don't know if it happened.
Okay, I'm going to search pound dollar to see the exchange rate, and I bet in the last 12 hours the pound has gone up against the dollar. Oh, it hasn't. It did go up, and then it went back down again.
Yeah, I don't know if you know Tej, yeah?
Yeah.
He said to me, he spoke to one restaurant owner, and rumor has it there's no food coming into the country.
Well, maybe, but where there's a will, there's a way.
I'm saying, England ain't like a third world country, where there's limited resources. So, I mean, you think about it, this country getting to a point where there's no fucking food, that would be mental, mate. Like, you think about it.
It's an island. That's the thing.
You gotta understand this. This is a society of lawless youths. They don't want to be isolated in a home for months on, and to even make it worse, no fucking food, they go mental, mate. I'm telling you, it's gonna be looting and rioting and shit. Can the government afford that?
Yeah, I think the schools are closed in America. Yeah.
Something new.
You're gonna rebel, I know. He's one of them, isn't it? He's one of them. He's
What's one of the rioters?
He's gonna be a revolutionary, yeah.
Give us food.
Yeah, he's the new Castro, isn't it?
Like that, man.
He's the new Fidel.
100% us off now. So, I'm doing Kokoro to Central Studios. The Central Studios is the one that Jimek was talking about yesterday in relation to the person trying to get it delivered to their door, like left outside their door. When in a lot of these student accommodations you can't actually get into the building, especially not past reception. Sorry, cup.
Throw a towel over it.
Okay.
Okay, then you're going to have to get the
Sam
washing
Pop
ready
Jet.
because you're going to have to wash my bedding. Can you strip my bed?
Tamai kun tamyan cha cha.
Another new boyfriend? Yeah, this one now.
Okay, leave the food thing open and the water thing open. Well, actually go upstairs and close them. Close the water and the food things, you might go back in the cave.
She has so many boyfriends, that's why.
So close them and string properly, just tie a piece of string around the handle. Yeah, he done it this morning. I woke up this morning with him on my leg. I was like,
Number 10? Number 10?
yeah, it was close by there. Okie dokie, well, I'll sort it out when I come home anyway.
You want big?
Pardon?
Big.
Yes, please. Yes. No, close the door, but keep the main compartment of the cage open. Yeah.
Kun
and then just
mi
keep eyes.
tibrak
He
yut yut.
goes back in and shut the door quickly.
Kun ao tibrak yut yut.
You have me, right, I have. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Just joking, yeah.
Okay.
Home rule.
คุณมีไหมที่รักเยอะๆมีไหม
ใช่เยอะ
มี Đi,
Yeah, yeah.
đi này, đi này. Yeah.
You ask your boyfriend if he's lunch or not. This one, give your boyfriend.
Đi lại em.
Why?
Em.
Mansui lad.
You don't like?
No, I don't eat. I don't eat meat. Why? I can give it to my friend if it's going to get thrown away. Thank you. It's very kind of you. Thank you.
Company, our company. No, see, it's very kind. That's why. This is apple.
Yeah, I'm just going to get my bag. Hang on. Songtung?
This one camera.
Yeah.
Oh, you see me then. Are you sure?
Am I sure it's a camera? Yeah. Thank you. So there's no instructions on the order, so it's probably just going to be a regular. But Kokoro was empty, wasn't it? I know I'm biased, but you know, I'd quite like it if all of people stayed home and just ordered Deliveroo all day. That would absolutely make my month. That would. That would make me very happy. Hi, it's Craig from Deliveroo. I'm just outside. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. No, nothing to see here. She just said she'll be down in a minute. It looks like a Thai name, actually. Cool. Thanks. Thank you. So the should we say how can we describe it without being rude? So what that was about is there was a guy who looked as if he was from some kind of Indian denomination, and then there was a load of British people who were giving him a hard time because he had 4 boxes of cereal in his basket. Like, I mean, it's probably not necessary to have 4 boxes of cereal, but he could have just been getting a bargain, you know. I can't say really I approve of the social judgment against him buying 4 boxes of cereal. I think the only thing that would bother students is if their supply of takeaways and weed gets interrupted. I just delivered to one guy, got there, as I was coming in I called him, no answer, left a message to say I was there. As I arrived, I sent him a message to say I was here, and then I sent him a notification to say that I couldn't contact him. After 3 minutes, he messages me back. I know 3 minutes doesn't sound like a long time, saying he's on his way. Like, okay, so I'm waiting there. Another couple of minutes passes, and somebody walks to the door and kind of has this massive, weird, creepy grin on his face. And then he slowly opens the door and just looks at me, and I said, Alex? He was like, And then I said, does your phone not work? And he said, no. And kind of laughed. It's like, okay. And then I handed him the food, and he took it off me. He said, perfect handle. And I said, are you high? And he went, no. Anyway. Whatever. It's no biggie.
Your premises, darling, you are owned. You are, this is not your premises. You are owned. Yes, come on. I'm just going to make sure that, you know, try it. I'll stop it. Andy, arsehole.
I wonder what that was about. I guess that answers that question.
No, excuse me. Can I have a hug?
Uh,
I want a hug.
Go on then. We'll have a contact-free contact hug.
Hug because I've had enough of all these asshole people treating me like shit.
What was the drama in the pub?
No, because he just basically said to me, like, get the fuck out.
But why?
Who the fuck are you? Get away. And I was
But why?
like, I'm just singing. Like, why are you such an
I
arsehole?
see, yeah.
Because I was singing.
Yeah, they're old men in there. They don't like music.
Yeah, go fuck your mother. Love you.
Love you too. Which way shall we go? Just need to see. Don't really want to go down London Road. Not London Road, Kings Road. I think we're better off going down Thank you, appreciated. That is a popular restaurant. I don't even know why. Yeah, we'll go this way. Ooh, did you hear that? The fake and or fake home, sorry, start that again. Yeah. The real and or fake homeless aren't getting any money. He just said he didn't have any money in 2 hours. I watched a short documentary the other day on how people pretend to be homeless to make lots of money. It's amazing how much money fake homeless people can make. I mean, I'm not saying all homeless people are fake. But without a shadow of a doubt, it happens. I suppose really it depends on how you define homeless, because most of the people that are begging in Reading, they have somewhere to store their stuff, access to a shower, etc, etc. I mean, that doesn't mean, hey Jimmy, what's up? You alright? Just starting to work. Cool. No, just down the end of just before the junction.
Did you work all day? Yeah, you did.
I only worked until I think just after 9 o'clock, but I started today at 8. Yeah, complete waste of time.
Till now?
Yeah.
How much?
I think I took about half an hour, between 30 and 45 minutes off to change my battery. Have a guess, go on. Be conservative.
You said complete waste, so I guess around 20 bucks now.
40.
40. That's okay, well, it's almost 6.
I'll see you in town anyway.
I think there is no point to worry. What time do you not have any orders?
Well, I rejected the same order 3 times, which was BP garage to Woodley. I'm not fucking doing that.
Yeah, of course.
I think it was probably a couple of hours before I got an order.
But from what time?
And I'll check. First order was 10:45. I'll see you back in town.
Yeah. I think I have to go down to the shop.
Why?
Because I have something it's called
Yeah. He's always bloody riding alongside of me. I don't like taking up too much space on the pavement. So he always makes me feel uncomfortable because he really doesn't mind getting in people's way. I mean, I love him, he's a great guy, but before when I slowed down just so we went into single file so that woman could pass, and then he slowed down too. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, homeless people. Oh, is this my turning? Yep, it is. What do we want? Huh? Oh, I think I know where this is. I think. I think it's around the front. No, it's not. Unless it's this one. No. Bloody hell. Oh, what's that? Oh, that was good. I almost went past that. Number 14?
Yes, yeah.
Cool. There you go.
Thank you.
Enjoy the food. Have a good night.
Take care. You too. Thank you.
Thanks. collecting from Soju. And if I was a gambling man, I would say that when we get there, they won't have one single customer. That's my prediction. And I haven't been there today at all, so this is a complete guess. They've got a few tables. I don't know, they look about, I don't know, a fifth full. 1, 2, 3, 4 tables. And looks like I'm right. Yeah, no worries. Has it been quiet all day?
For the customer, yes, but deliveries were better.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
how's outside and how's you like? Did you get many jobs?
I would say it's quieter than an average day.
Okay.
There's still orders out there, but it's still, yeah, it's still pretty dead. Exciting! I've got my first contact-free delivery! Woohoo! So on the app it just says, like, I can't show you the name and the address obviously, it just says there's like a stop sign in a hand and it says, this is a contact-free delivery. Please leave at front door, call on arrival. And I'm pretty sure this is a real one, not the fake one, well, not the unofficial ones. So in case I'm supposed to be professional about this, I'll pretend I didn't say that. So this is the third day after Deliveroo have introduced the contact-free delivery, and I've had 2 unofficial contact-free deliveries where they've just said, can you leave it by the door and go? But this is the first time that I've had an official contact-free delivery. So it's not particularly popular, but this could be a consequence of the statement made by Boris Johnson yesterday. It could just be a knock-on effect, or it could just be that I haven't done enough deliveries and haven't experienced it yet. I don't know. Time will tell. So as you would imagine, I know it's a contact-free delivery because it says it on the app. There's a warning and it just says leave by the front door and call on arrival. Now looking at the map, this looks like a student residence, but I could be mistaken. We'll find out shortly, I imagine. The name strikes me as being Chinese. Speaking from experience. I could be mistaken. Right, this place, student halls here, and I think it goes all the way to the end of the road. Yeah, it's... Oh, no! There's a different student... I don't know, I'm just going to shut up now. Come on, don't be selfish. No, I was mistaken. I think this is residential. Oh, that's a climb. So, I'm going to put my bike over here. There you go, that's how I'm going to leave it. And then I'm going to stand over here. Might be a little bit excessive in the distance, but hello, it's Craig from Deliveroo. I placed my bag outside the door and I've left the area, so if you want to collect the food, I'll wait until you've taken it before I return. Thanks. Well, that went pretty seamlessly. It's quite fun, actually. Although, what I said yesterday about customers taking bags and bags ripping and stuff like that, I suppose what we're going to have to do is say, by the way, I'm here, I've left the area, you're welcome to come and take it. By the way, please be very careful when you lift the bag up. I think that's how we're going to have to roll, because I'm telling you, it sounds so trivial, but those bags rip so easily, especially when there's condensation from the hot food. I've had food from Wagamama's that's been so hot that it's melted the lids. You know, when you heat up plastic and it deforms. I've had that before, and then the sauce leaked. It got to the bottom of the bag, and then it was, yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was quite fun. I have no problem at all doing that, and if it means that Deliveroo will be busier, then bring on the contact-free deliveries. I suppose the other thing about contact-free delivery is you're reassuring the public that we can offer that service. I mean, I don't agree with it, personally, because I put the bag in the bag, you know? It needs to be someone in the restaurant wearing gloves, puts it in the bag, I don't have any contact with it, and also I think that Deliveroo should be providing some kind of antiseptic spray so the bags can be sprayed every time. What are you doing, Tej? You're on the wrong side of the road. Yeah, I mean, the only options are, because the customers, I suppose the customer wouldn't really come into contact with the inner bag, so that might not be an issue. But I don't know. I still think that the bag would need to be sprayed by some kind of antiseptic after every use. Just to minimise. What's the point of doing half a job, you know? If it's going to be contact free, you may as well try and do it properly. But I very much doubt that Deliveroo are going to pay for any kind of antiseptic, or I don't know what it's probably called, like disinfectant spray. And I suppose then you would have to do some kind of COSH assessment, because you're mixing chemicals with food or in close proximity. Come on, get out of the way. Yeah, I can't imagine Deliveroo paying for this. And I suppose even if they were to pay for it, then you would also have to expect that most people would probably abuse this. They would go, oh, we can get some free. It's the Armageddon, and Deliveroo are giving away free hand sanitizer. Whoop whoop. So everybody and their dog's going to be saying, yes, I work for Deliveroo. I haven't done it for weeks or months. Can I get free hand sanitizer too? Or something like that. You know it's going to happen. Humans at their very... This might be quite cynical, but humans are pretty selfish and prepared to take advantage of situations. Anyway, contact-free deliveries. Get the thumbs up from me, or the contact-free thumbs up, not a high five. An air high five, maybe, or something. Yeah. Just doesn't look good for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 riders just chilling.
University of Sheffield. I have a battery for sale.
Huh?
I have a battery.
You have a battery for sale? Why?
The motor is
Really? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So just accepted another delivery. I don't know why it came to me and not those guys. The only reason I can think of is maybe they all rejected it because it's the university. But I've only got 25% battery, and my hill does not like. Sorry, my bike does not like hills, and the university is at the top of the hill. So I think what I'm going to have to do is do this one, then go straight back home to swap out the battery. The good thing is I have 2 batteries, so I can swap and change and charge, but I've only got a slow charger. Hi, Samsung. Hi, Sam.
1 second.
Sure.
With duck rice. Excuse me, with duck rice. Yeah. Thank you, I'm sorry.
Jasmine? Tofu sai kai mai. Oh, it's okay. No, just... Thank you. No, I don't eat yolk. Say none, mate. Tofu, say none, mate. Pumpkin one, may say. Ah, Mansui lad. Cup in my cup. That's good. Oh, I'm going to put my lights on. It's getting dark. There's no point in taking risks. Lights, where are you?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I need more of a light. Don't tell me I've lost it. I knocked my bag over earlier. Oh, there it is, hiding at the back. I knocked my bag over earlier and everything went flying. Yep, so that's the plan. We're going to do this delivery and then hopefully I've got time to get back home and then back out again before anything interesting happens. Man, I've been going to the same... It's pretty much... It happens every time, you know? Yesterday it was Elgar Road, today it's the university in that area. Which way are we going to go? Let's go up Redlands Road, I think. Yeah, 25%. I should be okay, but it's a really big hill. And what doesn't help me when it comes to hills and this bike is it's pedal assist, but because I'm quite a heavy Deliveroo rider, going uphill kind of saps the juice from my battery. It's my own fault, but I get my bike's far more efficient on the flat. On the flat it will just go and go and go, but I've been going up hills all day today because I've got to accept everything I can get. Although I have to say, it has been nice that it's been relatively constant. I don't mean constant good orders, it's been constant orders. I mean, you have to accept everything. But it's been pretty steady for the past, I don't know, hour maybe? Which way? It's this way. And look at that traffic, or lack of. What's the time? It's 6:15. So you would still expect there to be traffic. And this is like one of the main arteries going around town. Because of the way one-way system. He was driving like a knob, wasn't he? You kind of have to go down past the hospital and then loop back round. And you come out on Sidmouth Road there, so this is always busy. And it ain't now. 6 PM is still like proper commuting time. Still, I don't know. Better air quality, perhaps. I haven't noticed anything, but better air quality. Anyway, I suppose I should really save the camera juice for later. I don't think this one's contactless. No, it doesn't say anything. Although it's definitely the Chinese name. In my opinion, of course, without wanting to label people based on their names. I suppose anybody could have a Chinese name, really. Now we need to go up that road there. And there's nobody going to press the button. Oh, there's a gap in the traffic. Come on, people, move faster, please. Thank you. I mean, that's an uncommon occurrence to be able to cross this road without the use of the traffic lights. So I'm delivering to the customer that I delivered to yesterday, the unofficial contact-free one, where I just knocked the door and left the food. But I will wait, just to make sure. And unbelievably, I don't know why or how, but I've got a double order for the first time in 2 days. I really don't know how I managed that, but I'm not going to complain. And I've been very lucky today. I've been blessed because one of my favourite restaurants gave me some free food. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's a real treat. So that's my dinner taken care of. And it's hot. What the hell are you doing? Bloody hell. It's hot, so if it goes quiet, then I don't need to go. I can stay out longer. I can just eat it whilst I'm working. You got to see the. Try and see the good side of everything. Yes, I've been working for, I think, 10 hours. Is it 10 hours? 7. No, I haven't. Not yet. For 9 hours. Oh, hang on, let me think. No, that's 12 hours. Great. Okay, I'm really tired. So at 8 o'clock it will be 12 hours. So now it's 11 hours. Yeah, so I've been working 11 hours, which means I'm earning less than £6 an hour? Yeah. Less than £6 an hour. But it was never going to be an ideal situation, was it? It could be worse. I could be stuck in some hospital ward hooked up to a respirator. Or you could be even worse than that. You could be over the age of 70 and either have it or live in fear of getting it, knowing that I don't know how old people must feel right now, especially those Italian people where the doctors were deciding who lives and dies depending on age and like any other additional health issues. Can you imagine that? You know, it must be a real wake-up call for people to feel like they're in a position of somebody that lived in like a war-torn country. We think that we've got it, you know, life is always going to go on and unless you're in some horrific accident, then you can always count on your government to take care of you. But I mean, it just goes to show how fragile we are. Where are you? Hi. No idea who that was. I do think I know who it is based on just the sound of his voice. Alright. 8668. Let's retreat to a safe distance. Oh, you wanted it to knock, didn't you? My bad. It's a strange knocker. I think I might just send him a notification, just in case he didn't hear that strange knocker. I got it. Thanks. Now where are we going? Oxford Road. You want me to go? Alright, we'll do it your way. Actually, since they did the massive alteration to the bridge on Cow Lane, it's actually not so bad for cyclists. It used to be horrendous, and now it's a bit better. I might leave the camera on actually, just so I can show you what billions and billions. Actually, no, that's a lie. I don't know how much it cost, but I imagine it was billions of pounds. Looks like. One of my first ever jobs was just off of Cardiff Road. Not my first job, but my first real job, I suppose. It was a steel stockholder. I started off as an admin boy, and then I moved into sales, and then I moved briefly into logistics, and then I left to work in hotels, and it's still there actually, Goodman Steel Services, although I think they might change the name to Barrett's, I'm not entirely sure. They're probably still, oh, it's still Goodman's, yeah, they're still working. At night they load up the lorries for the next day. Boring bit of trivia for you. What's this car? No. I thought he was going to try and overtake me. I'll tell you another bit of trivia. I had a good friend called Dino, and he owned a fabrication shop just down here. They used to change, like drill holes in steel and do random things. And he worked hard all his life, providing for his family and his children. And he was a very highly strung, well, maybe not highly strung, but he was quite a stressed person. He had a small business. He had like 2 or 3 people working for him at different times. Worked hard, like really hard, most of his life. And then one day he didn't come home from work, and when it got really late, his wife went to work. She went into his office, and he had a heart attack, and he died on his sat at his desk. You know, he wasn't far off of retirement, and boom. Scary. So, you got the, if I had the option of planning for my retirement when I'm to start planning for my retirement at the age 21, or live a relatively happy but reckless life. I think I made my decision a long time ago. Yeah, I don't have savings. I don't have a pension. I don't have property. But at least I can say I've lived. I mean, there's still things I want to do in my life, but if I died tomorrow, I can say that I wanted to do something. Go quickly, please. I wanted to do... Ooh, you came really close to that curb. I wanted to do something and I did it. I moved to a different country. I travelled on my own. I didn't live in fear of what might happen. I just did it. I did it my way. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get back to work. Next to Coral. 310A. Don't know where I'm going. House numbers, maybe? Yeah, I'm on the right side of the road. What? Here we go. Yeah. I don't know if that bell worked. Hiya. There you go. Enjoy the food. Have a good night. So my friend Sam was at this place behind me that I'm just about to go into. It's called the Oakford Social Club. It's quite a big bar. And he said it was eerie how dead it was and quiet. So let's go and have a look. Hopefully my food is going to be ready. Ah, they do have at least one customer. But yeah, I'm getting that quiet vibe. There you go. Probably see better now. Empty. But there's at least two people. There's seven customers. Right.
Have you guys been busier?
Not what I would expect. No, it's quieter than normal. I'm not going to lie.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm really surprised.
Not happy days.
No.
I've worked. Yeah, Well, it's probably because of old Boris yesterday. But I've been working since 8 o'clock, and I think I'm on about £65, which is nothing. That's almost 12 hours. £64.25 so far. And that's 11 and a half hours.
It's going to be a horrible few months, but probably longer than that.
Yeah, I mean, for a Tuesday, I would expect double that for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Hopefully, people are just scared for these first few days, and then they're going to realise that they're lazy and they want takeaways. But I don't know.
There's a lot of scaremongering, but there's also so when pubs and restaurants do close.
Do you think that's going to happen?
I think so. I reckon it'll be next week sometime. I think. But so in where is it? Belgium, they closed them. They kept like delivery open.
Yeah.
And it's gone through the roof.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed.
Yeah, I mean, you've got like 4 different Deliveroo accounts, haven't you? So yeah, there's a good chance.
So it'll pick up. But I mean, the same for you guys.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully they will just.
We can survive together.
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed. We'll look after each other.
Yeah. See you later. Oh, I don't know. I can't see it happening. I just can't see it happening. I've got to say though, this evening has been considerably busier than yesterday evening. Maybe it will drop off like yesterday, I don't know, but yeah. I've got to say I'm quite happy about that, it being busier. A face full of his cigarette. I'm not infected. I don't have the lurgy. Come on, bus, move, move, move. Oh, I really want to eat my spicy tofu. You want to speak to this guy? Does that make it difficult to breathe?
It's more difficult because it makes a little bit difficult, more difficult, harder, but it's like a training for your.
Yeah, that's true. Is it about training or is it for the virus?
Because of pollution. But there is a training.
Oh, so it's not about the virus, it's about pollution?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm using many years already.
Oh, okay. And what about the tinted visor?
Just because melatonin in my brain stops producing after the sun goes down and if I'm exposed to the white light.
Oh, okay.
So I try to avoid that.
Oh, yeah, I understand that. I can dig it.
After the sun down, I use yellow.
Yeah, yeah.
And then my computer as well has.
Yeah.
I'm a pro gamer, so I have yellow.
Yeah, I understand.
Play overnight.
All right. Well, be safe. Well, I did not see that one coming. I've seen him a couple of times, and that mask really makes him inapproachable. Like, I don't really want to talk to him because I've got no idea who it is. But I thought for the sake of this little diary, I should probably do my best to collect information. But no, surprisingly enough, it's not about the coronavirus. He said pollution, but I suppose the coronavirus is a bit of a byproduct, because you could say that that's a form of pollution, perhaps, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, it's good to get to the bottom of things. Now we're back on our favourite. Oh, bugger! I forgot to mark it as collected. $177. Right. Back onto our Elgar Road adventures. Oh, I had a really crappy one to Lower Caversham for like £3.50. There is no way I'm going to Lower Caversham for £3.50. I'm so glad that I rejected it. I rejected it because I was just about to start eating, but it's quite possible I would have rejected it regardless. But then I got one to Elgar Road, and I thought food can wait. Sorry.
That's all right.
Thank you. One of the rare examples of where pedestrians are thoughtful and kind to cyclists. There you go. Aye. Oh, I'm getting hungry. And we are there here. Stay. Hello there.
Hello, how are you?
I'm not bad, thank you. How are you?
Good, yeah, very well.
Excellent. All right.
Very quick.
Oh, thank you very much. There you go.
Brilliant.
Enjoy the food. Have a good night.
Shall do, yeah, you too. Yeah.
Cheers.
See you.
Bye. Not always a compliment, but in this case, it is. Right, so I'm back again at Revolutions. To be honest with you, they intermittently do like 50% off of their food. And when they don't have this 50% off, they never ever get any orders. Never. I never come to Revolutions and turn the light off. Unless they have this offer on. I don't know why. When they have the offer on, people go mad for it. That's a big old bar to be empty. And I wouldn't even be surprised if... bloody hell. Look at that! I've never seen one of those before. Girls and Guys Escort and Massage Service. Clean, discreet, private apartment from £60 for half an hour. Staff wanted ASAP. I've never seen anything like that in Reading before. What can I say? I live a sheltered life. I remember going to London a couple of times and seeing those types of things in the phone boxes and stuff. Never in Reading though. I really don't want to go to the university again. Right. I don't know why they call these things townhouses. They clearly aren't townhouses. So, they didn't want to be filmed. But I just had a conversation with somebody who works at a restaurant that will remain anonymous. And they basically said if they have a few more days like it's been today, then they're just going to close until this whole thing blows over. They said that their turnover was roughly a quarter of what it should be normally, and yeah, so it's really concerning. Personally, I never thought that restaurants would close, purely because when I think of restaurant closures, I think of it from the perspective of they've been ordered to, not that they either have to for financial reasons, or not being able to get stock or not having customers. The world's gone crazy. All of this for a flu. Crazy days.